Gamers, sorry, I didn't mean to be late. For some reason, OBS refused to go above 4,000 kilobits per second, but my internet was fine, so I ended up just updating my GPU drivers, so I figured it was probably something to do with my with NVENC or something, and that fixed it. So I'm assuming that's what it was. So yeah, here we are. Here we are. So I figured we'd at least finish that one quest we started last time. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get a couple of stutters in here because we gotta compile new shaders. Go figure. But we were doing this quest last time, so I didn't grab that. Okay, well that's fine. That's not that far. I figured we'd do at least this quest. And then yeah, we'll see where we go from there.
This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience.
Oh my god, heavy rain. What? I can't jump? Oh, that's weird. It seemed like one of those things that would jump if you had the matching thing, which I have a blue right now, I think. We're gonna grab this anyway. I saw it. We'll continue the quest that we started last time. We got interrupted. Because I think it was it Evernight? Evernight's trailer? I don't actually remember. I think it was though. Boing. I was gonna say, did not update my thing. Oh, is that a big mirror? Holy. We meet again, hero of Elysium. Get it right, it's heroes, plural. Now hand over the fragment, imposter. Pretty please. Is what you seek not right before your eyes? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Guess I'll just have to give you that blessing to the head. Wait, what did you just say? You're just giving it to us? Then why have us come all the way to this, all the way in the first place? Because this is where it must happen. Fate demands it. I have waited too long and endured too much, all for this moment, all for the birth of a god. But it matters not. Soon it will end, and the newborn god will drape the world in true joy. What are you even talking about? Via. I have glimpsed it in the mirror of stars. There's no place for her in a world where the god has now been born. First off, it's Verna, not Via. Don't you know it's rude to... Wait, you weren't talking about me, were you? Indeed. So then, do what must be done. The ending you seek awaits. Wait, we're not here to hurt you or anything. You're just so vague and cryptic all the time. It's getting on Paimon's nerves. And what's with the Kuvaki turbulence around here? Why is that fragment in your hands? This ending we seek would sure be nice with an explanation. Of, well, anything. Patience. Once all comes to an end, we will meet again. Eh? You seek answers, do you not? When the moment comes, the path ahead will open. Well then, I shall await you at the court of the first edict. Huh? But isn't the first edict already... Oh Nightingale, who soars... I hate it when they do that. Hey, stop right there. Oh, Tabor, watch out! Looks like something's woken up. I hate it when they do the black screen dialogue and they don't... It's not a press. I don't know why they do that. And sometimes they have it so that you do have to press a button.
Silence.
Oh god.
The time is beckoning.
This is unbelievable. Who does this fraud think she is? The nerve of her taking control of a sacred Frost Knight Scion and turning against us. We'll be giving that ahead of her is a blessing and a sermon. Damn. Anyways, first things first. Let's gather the remaining Kuhenki on the island and extract the last fragment from the moon mirror and stabilize the disturbance once and for all.
Is it what you wish to find?
Oh my gosh,
Hopefully
the new
excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
the new so we got a free pet from our one of 4 on our anniversary gift. And apparently it reacts to opening treasure at least. That was cute.
Melusines
It's like a
are
little
beautiful
cat robot.
creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them.
It's cute.
Cause them no harm.
Okay, so there's find Kuhenki to activate the moon mirror. One up here apparently. But there's also a Moonoculus, or a Luna Oculus. Lunar Oculus? I forget how they're called. Lunoculus, maybe? Oh, where? Oh, it's all the way down there? Fuck it, we ball. We'll just climb back up. Or actually, we could just do this. Oh, it made another one. These mirrors are so weird. Oh, I should have been on Kazuha. Hold on. Haha! Why we zoom out so far? What the heck?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Bring it.
Guess because it's a big enemy. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, and I jumped.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items.
It'd be pretty easy to get struck by lightning achievement here, I'll tell you that much. Wait, oh, I missed the Kuhenki apparently. Oh, there it is. He's expecting me to jump up to it. Where are the lightning strikes? Boom. Oh no, did I miss it? Aw, bro. That's probably why they zoom out the camera actually next to the enemy. Here we go. Hopefully it actually goes over there and does the thing. Looks like it is, yep. And the last one's just chilling. Alright, we'll follow you. We'll follow you. You guys are just like the Sealy on God. Oh, actually, they're not as rude as the Sealy. Sealy like to make you do all sorts of sorts of things. Okay, so we have. What do you want me to do? If we move this stone set, why are you speaking, Paimon? I still don't even want to know the coding nightmare behind these. I feel like this would be so hard to make work. To have like a space within a space, but like only visually through one. I brought it over here. Is that what I wanted? Okay, yes.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Oh no, it's happening again. What the heck? Well, maybe we're not streaming today. It's not even my internet, though. Okay, we might be fine again. I honestly don't know what's going on. Because the internet's fine. Almost like wondering if my GPU is like being stupid. The video encoder specifically. GPU temperature isn't high or anything. I don't know. Well, hopefully it's fine. I don't know why it's doing that. Throw the fragments at the stone. What fragments? Oh, there we go. Oh. Got him. So that's gonna probably send it back up, yeah? Here we go. Wonder what this is gonna do. See, all according to plan. The Kavaki turbulence has been neutralized. That was nothing like your original plan. With all the accidents along the way, Paimon can't tell if you're optimistic or just shameless. I'll take that as a compliment. After all, being pessimistic and risk-averse won't get us through situations like this. Okay, fair enough, but Paimon can't help but wonder, why are you out here all on your own? Shouldn't the other Scions be helping out in some way? Well, since you've helped me get this far, I suppose I should come clean. This island is, in a way, considered a forbidden place to us Frostmoon Scions, and I may have committed an even greater sin. Forbidden, but we were able to just walk in. In our territories, that's not so uncommon. What truly holds people back isn't the walls they see, but the ones they've built within their hearts. Since when did you get so philosophical? Hey, wait, don't dodge the question. Seriously though, I wanted to try solving the problem using robots. You probably know this already, but most of us Frostmoon Scions aren't exactly big fans of tech. I thought if my plan went well this time, maybe I could finally convince those block-headed, those very steady, if rather conservative higher-ups to reconsider their stance. Hold on. I can say that, can't I? Technically, the robots were part of our operation, and since we succeeded, they clearly played their part in our success, right? Even though the part they played wasn't very constructive. Maybe I'll gloss over that part when I explain it later. Still, that probably wouldn't work, would it? But hey, if not this time, then there's always next time. I'll keep pushing forward, and one day these little fellows will make a big difference. I believe they will. Okay, but before we talk about the future, those two big rocks, they flew off in that direction, right? They did, and, if we go that way, we'll end up at the court of the First Edict. The court of the First Edict. Wait, isn't that where that strange lady, you know, the one who seemed even more priestessy than you, Verna? Than you do, Verna, said she was heading? You're breaking my heart, Paimon. Even now, you still think that suspicious lady's priestess act is more convincing than I am? Anyway, I'm sure that she was just bluffing because, well, the court of the First Edict was sealed off 500 years ago. That place used to be one of our sacred sites. 500 years ago, Lady Isla, the moon chanter who witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden, personally sealed it shut. Forget some outsider con artist. Even after generations of moon chanters, no one has ever broken the seal Lady Isla placed. It's not for a lack of trying, just that no one's ever succeeded. But that leaves us with no clues at all. How are we supposed to track her down? Don't worry, I've already come up with another brilliant plan. Although, it might just need a bit of prep. Just a little, probably. Okay, I'll go clean up the robots first. Thanks for all the help, Tabor and Paimon. O fair frost moon, weave for me a gentle hymn, and bless the nightingale-hearted wayfarers, for ye have stolen the fell curse of the north wind, and the silver spire that sought to pierce the firmament shall no longer. Well, I never did memorize Lady Isla's prayers properly. Anyway, thank you, and may we meet again. That chest and a Lunoculus, crazy. Lunoculus.
Let the record show that I
Why do I keep calling it
consent
Lunoculus?
to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Okay, is this fixed now? Will Lady Kutar like these statues? Ah, may the moonlight shine upon your path ahead. Are you here to pray to Lady Kutar too? About the fragments you mentioned before. Huh? Why are you interested in those? Let me think. One of them should have fallen on the hill to the south. Oh, have I not got another one? I thought I got that one though. How about this? Or is this what it was? Oh no, that's event stuff that I already did. Which... I don't know if there's another missing part or what. I figured there'd be another quest now that I've done that, but... doesn't seem like it. I do wonder if Columbina has anything new. 8 hours, damn. Okay, well now I need to find another quest. I know there's more than this, there has to be. Just not sure where to look. Let's actually get this, since I haven't. Oh, hold up. Where is it? In the sky? No? Oh, I see it. And a chest. $12, $13. Oh.
Time to go.
I saw dialogue. That's a good sign.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Bow your head.
I don't know why, but that might have surely sounded funny.
Whoever finds it
Oh,
first.
here we go. I see a quest. I see a
It's
quest.
legally yours now.
Is that guy out in the water?
Strike a pose.
Connie. 25, 26. What are you counting? Shh, keep it down. Ah, forget it. Not like I was gonna catch anything anyway. Come on, kid, isn't it obvious? I'm timing my cast. What did you think I was waving this rod around? What? Did you think I was waving this rod around to cast spells or something? Well, you are a member of the Frostwood Scions, so maybe it's not that far off base. You're giving me too much credit, young lady. I'm barely half a Frostmoon Scion, not even an acolyte. Just a regular guy with no Kuvaki power to speak of. Anyway, this is the first time Paimon's seen someone, someone time their fishing down to the second. Well, what matters is your fishing technique, not how long you stand on the shore. Old Omari never got that. No wonder he never caught anything. So I take it you two must be treasure hunters. No, we're adventurers, but we do take on work. Do you need something? Pretty much. As long as you're up for getting paid to do a job, who you are is all the same to me. I've got something you could help with if you've got time. You see, I'm the best angler on Hisi Island by a long shot. No one, not even successive generations of moonchanters, could surpass me in fishing. Really? That's amazing. Wait, that doesn't mean anything. Fishing isn't even part of a moonchanter's job. Still, even with all this skill, I haven't caught a single fish lately. Makes no sense, right? So obviously the problem isn't with me, but with the environment. Just as it is with the cursed eye of Krati, there must be something underwater affecting the fish. Seems like quite the leap in logic. Anyway, I was hoping you two could check the nearby waters, see what's scaring the fish off. Don't worry, you'll be properly compensated for your efforts. Well, since there's a reward involved, we'll take a look around, but no promises we'll actually find anything weird, okay? And knock on wood, I think we're good stream-wise, hopefully. We've only dropped 80 frames since the stream started. Well, since I started streaming again, I should say. Dude, I swear Kazuha feels like cheating sometimes. Alright, where is this disturbance? The heck, bro? Oh wait, I see a Kavaki.
Shower me with praise.
Oh, there's like a whole bunch of shit here. Oh ho ho. Okay. Nani? Not sure what I'm missing. Oh, here we go. Place the fragment on the stone. That's too far away. I'm not sure what stone it's talking about. Where am I taking this, bro? I'm so confused. Is it that one? I know it's definitely possible, but now I feel like I'm too far away from anything. Like, can I even move that now? Nani? Can I reset this somehow? Am I just gonna have to wing it? There we go. Got it. Alright, that should do it. Huh? Paimons doesn't see any fish. Could there be something else underwater around here? Take a look around. There's multiple rocks here. Finding things that lets me turn into a Kabaki thing. Or whatever they're called. Seems difficult around here. There are no forces. How do you want me to grab this? Okay, actually, that's not horrible. Feels like there should be one closer, though. Shit. Is there actually not? I feel like there has to be for this one. Maybe I'm just crazy. Unless there's like... I don't think so. Like that's too far. Like legitimately. What? Are we for real? I feel like we're not for real. I do wonder if this is another fragment of that. Probably is. Kinda looks unnatural. Holy shit. Went from low to high. I guess that's what pancakes do. Hold on. Sorry. Nothing seems to want to be working out today. Cool. Dude, I don't get it. I really don't get it. If I were to like change to Traveler, can Travelers do it like anywhere? I kind of doubt it, but just curious.
Just what will become?
No. Moon sign stuff doesn't seem to really matter when it comes to mechanics. Okay, I see you feel it.
Thank you for permitting.
Oh my god, it's the song. There we go, got it. I feel like I did that wrong, but... Yep. Perfect. Now you shall be able to fish. Hey, did you see that? I don't even know what happened. One moment I was looking away, and the next thing I knew, that big rock just flew off. Explain what happened earlier. See, look, this was short, and it has a click to continue. Like, I don't know why I don't do that more often. Oh my, I have no idea what any of that means, but if you can pull off something that amazing, you must have the Moon Maiden's favor. Oh, the Moon Goddess protects. She protects indeed. Now I can fish here to my heart's content, so long as that annoying bard doesn't bring his pet over or Goddess forbid starts singing. As promised, here's your payment. Although I haven't caught any fish lately. I've reeled in all kinds of other stuff, some of which should be worth quite a bit. Not that more is much use around Hisi Island anyway, so it's all yours. Thanks for the help. Now it's time to fish in peace. Okay, so just how many more pieces are broken off this thing? Wonder if that one NPC will tell us anything. Still need to get that waypoint as well. Kinda looks like there might be one more broken thing up there, but I don't know. Fallen on the hill to the south. So I'm just gonna go south and I'm gonna look. Sorry, this is south. What hill? Or is that what it was talking about? But that's not a hill. Or maybe it's this huge ass hole here. Wow, so deep. Looks like there's an even bigger space down below. Hey, you two, are you trying to get yourselves killed? Not the voice I was expecting. Like, not the voice I would have given this character if I saw. Don't just stand there. Get over here and help and keep your voice down. What? You scared Paimon. She didn't even didn't expect to find anyone else in a place like this. And why are you hiding? Shh. I told you to keep quiet, buddy. But judging by your chubby looks, you wouldn't happen to be the daughter of some Northland Fey Lord, would you? Hey, what do you mean by chubby looks? Paimon's not chubby at all, and Paimon's not not Fey either. Miss Paimonova, at your juncture, I advise that we feign what? And who is Miss Paimonova anyway? In any case, she's Tabor, and Paimon's her guide. We're adventurers who've come to investigate this deep pit. Yes, of course. Your adventurers, definitely not nobility. We all need to wear some masks, am I right? But since you've all introduced yourselves, I should, for my part, do as decorum dictates. Might? I don't know. Might Velu. Heir to the legendary thief oh, there's Reed Miller again. Reed Miller. Don't worry, that's my real name. The legendary thief Reed Miller? It's alright if you're unfamiliar. Rest assured, I am a master thief, not some small-time crook. Your belongings are safe where they sit in your pockets. However, you're a terrible liar, buddy. Tell me, what kind of guide leads people straight into a deep pit? We did that because we're adventurers. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, you're here for one of the Crab Sar's treasures, too, aren't you? Treasure? Oh, trying to get me to spill the tea, huh? Don't underestimate me, sister. I know how we fish for info. It's the most precious treasure hidden in the Crab Sar's palace below. The stone that can manipulate human desires. This is what I seek. Oh, we just hit Paimon after hearing all this talk about thieves and some Crabzar. This might be some kind of children's adventure game, right? So, how'd you know that there's treasure here? That's a Master Thief's secret, buddy. What's it gonna be? Interested in a team up? I've already scouted out the place, scouted out the palace routes, and have a good idea where the treasure is, but I'm a master thief, not a mercenary. I can defeat that despicable Crabsar all by myself. If I could, or I couldn't. Sorry. If I could, I wouldn't be hiding here, waiting for it to lower its guard. Huh. If you're a master thief, why do you have to confront the palace owner head on? Wouldn't that just make you a robber instead? That shows you're an amateur, buddy. You can't get to the treasure without defeating the palace owner. Hadim... I mean, that's how things are in the business. Sorry, hold on. Once we get that stone and sell it for a good price, we'll split it 50-50, and I'll even hook you up with my informants. Interested? I just don't think stealing is right. But leave it to me. I'm a world-famous thief, after all. I like how you have two different options. As long as you add world-famous in front, then it doesn't matter what comes after, huh? Is that what you're thinking? No, we're just a couple of helpful adventurers, not thieves. Wait, come to think of it, our first major deed in Mondstadt was stealing the Holy Lyre Durhamel. A world-famous thief? What are you gonna say next, that you're a fugitive wanted in multiple nations? Well, about that. Potentially? Alright, enough joking around. Even Reed Miller has never been wanted by every nation at once. Still, you're quite an interesting person, buddy. Right, then let's get to it. Stay close and don't get lost. Holy frickin' moon, Paul Silver. Huh? These marks on the ground look familiar. Shh, keep your voice down. If I'm right, these tracks were... Okay. Too fast. Oh no, it's the terrifying Crabsar. He doesn't make like the wind. I'll distract it. Huh? Why is the crab running? Oh. Oh. A huge rock blocking our path just shattered.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna have to read all this in my head, it's too fast. Destroy the obstacles.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first, so it's legally yours now.
Why are you running? Let us fight you. Damn crab. Crabbery.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
I like how we're feeding the rock crabs just for them to open the way. This is the freest chest ever.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first, so it's legally yours now.
Looks like this way is blocked. Huh, looks like there's no way forward. Where'd that big crab escape to? This is a problem. These mirrors were left behind by those Frost Moon weirdos. Only they and the Crab Sar could travel through them. So that big crab actually went inside the mirrors? It's just a crab, so where did it learn how to do that? Well, it probably has something to do with that cursed Stone of Desire. Better find a wall first, buddy, in case you fall over from what I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna see. Google Translate. I don't know how to, if there's actually a better way to like have things. I think I'm gonna try doing this from now on though. Oh, they don't have pronunciation for it. Like Tahitian or something. Let's see what it sounds like in English though.
Mate value.
Mate value. I don't know if that's how you're actually supposed to say that, but... I, Mate Value, am actually a member of the Conch Gang, here to gather intel. Oh, so you're also from the Conch Gang. Conch Gang. Why did I say Bang? What's with that reaction? Have you heard of us before? Anyway, forget about that for now. Just so you know, I've been observing this place for quite some time now. Truth is, His Majesty the Crabsar used to be quite docile, and it couldn't travel through these mirrors either. That is, until recently when it found that stone from who knows where. By which I mean that big stone you saw it carrying on its back. Since then, its temperament has taken a particularly deadly turn. Evil, cruel, easily agitated. Sometimes it even uses its pincers to crush other little crabs, turning this place upside down. Wait, so the treasure you're looking for is actually the stone on its back? No wonder you say you all have to defeat it first. That's right, buddy. According to the stories, Lovia, High Priestess of the Frost Moon, was also once bewitched by such Stone of Desire 500 years ago. The desperate pleas of Lady Isla moved the master thief Reed Miller to steal that cursed stone, and he captured her heart in the process. Why else would she have remained unmarried for life? I see. Is this what you wish for, ruler of Elysium? I wonder if this isn't unlockable until I clear that island, because this is definitely, it feels like it's definitely after that. Eek. No, I wasn't scared. I'm the heir of the legendary thief, Reed Miller. Anyway, identify yourself now. Whoa, you're that priestess that... Yep, okay. Who appeared near Thunderclap Reef earlier. Verna said you were a fake, though. Ruler of Elysium. Oh my god, Elysium? Like the ones that got the world's first race in the most recent epic raid, Desert Perpetual? No way. Stop pulling my leg, sister. Do I look like a person of lordly caliber to you? That title suits you better, don't you think? So what are you doing in a place like this, buddy? Eyes up, you're all alone while there's three of us. We are a fellowship of free people, and if you wish to seize us or take us to the Frost Moon, then you're out of luck. Even back when Snezhnogrod had the legendary Reed Miller. Fear not, I am not your enemy. Still, Reed Miller, is that the name you have chosen to follow in this sublunary sphere? Of course. Anyway, I have no interest in plots and schemes in the shadows. What exactly do you want? Out with it. Yeah, and didn't you tell us to wait for you at the court of the first edict earlier? No, there's no need for such meaningless words. You are only here for the treasure. I know that. I've known it from the beginning. Cast your gaze that way. Look beneath the mirror. When the mirror shatters, you will find that cursed object that corrupts the heart of men. As for me... Hey, wait, don't go! Oh, she's gone again. Who in the world is that priestess? I don't know either. That one's acting all mysterious, just like Isla from the story. Those Frostmoon folks are always like this, never telling you the whole tale. But I suppose there's no other choice now. Let's follow her advice and go look that way. Whoa, look in the mirror. Is that big crab from just now? Well, watch your step. That looks pretty steep. Good thing that priestess lady warned us the mirror might break, otherwise something could have gone wrong. Yeah, seems like she doesn't mean us any harm. Alright, let's chase it down. Frickin' crab. Lunoculus. Oh, hidden waypoint. Ha! Nowhere left to run now, huh? I know these grounds like the back of my hand, and I can tell you we've got it cornered. Once we take it down here, this will all be over. What do you say? You ready, sister? I'm ready. But hold on, I need a moment to pray. No problem. I'll keep an eye on it for you. But try to be quick, buddy. I want the chest and the waypoint first.
Abandoned property belongs to...
I'm ready. Alright, let's do this. Time to show that fellow what a proper, no-holds-barred frontal sneak attack looks like. Right, a frontal sneak... Wait. Can you even call it a sneak attack if we do it from the front? Wait, what? It's blocked. Oh. Nice just to get on top of one of these. There we go. There we go. Bro's camping. What is Bro doing? Oh shit.
On my part.
Holy shit. Actually straight up made like a little boss fight here, and kind of unique one too. For Genshin, eh? Well, I guess all boss fights are kind of unique in Genshin. Non-conventional though, this one. Elbozo. You're washed, you're washed. Come on, fight me. Oh my god, 5 meters now? Jesus. Oh, I missed. Oh, no, still got him. Elbozo. Open, there we go. Another piece up there. Wonder how many more there are. It flew away. Have you come searching for me? Whoa, it's the purple-haired priestess. She appeared out of nowhere again. You could say we came to find you. You didn't reveal your identity earlier when Verna was here. Now it's just us, so you could say anything you want. Like, you could talk about the whole deal with the Court of the First Edict. You said you'd be waiting for us there, so how come you're here? Guiding the prophesized ruler of Elysium is our mission in the sublunary sphere. I know who you are and what you need. I can see the threads of fate woven by moonlight, so... stop pursuing me. It is pointless. It's always like this, always. Promising to take me away, then always leaving me behind. This time is no different. Asking those questions just to give me false hope so I would stay, waiting for a salvation that will never come. Isn't that right? No, that's not what we meant. Please don't cry. We're adventurers and we love helping others. If you need help with anything, just tell us. She's gone again. Who in the world is that strange lady? Llama might know. Oh right, since she's dressed like a frostbite scion, Llama must know her. Let's ask her about it the next time we meet, shall we? Hey, wait. Where's Mate? Well, buddy, how's it going? Have you calmed down? Seems like it's hiding away out of regret. After all the terrible things it did to those little crabs while under the stone's influence. That's kind of sad. It's alright. Let it reflect on its actions for now. Those who do bad things must be punished. This is the fate for all evildoers. Still, Paimon didn't expect that stone to fly away like that. Well, it's not a bad thing. If it had actually circulated on the market, it might have hurt even more people. Here, have this too. Now that His Majesty the Tsar has become docile once more, my observation notes are complete. And from now on, you're a friend of the Conch Gang. When you dine at the Speranza restaurant in Nashitown, just mention the name Mate. And collect my free meal ticket? No, I don't have that kind of pull yet. You'll still need to settle your bills with Big Sis Katya. Huh? What's the point of mentioning your name then? Of course there's a point. If Big Sis Katya's in a good mood, she might even buy you all drinks or something. So it still depends on someone else's mood. Then, even if she isn't feeling up to it, I'll still buy you drinks. No, I'll treat you to a meal. I'll have to work a few days for the funds, though. A promise is a promise, and one good turn deserves another. That's the rule set by the legendary Reed Miller. So take this IOU, buddy.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first.
Holy
So,
loot,
it's
man.
legally yours now.
Wind strike.
Oh no, we got some Hydro Slimes in this mix. That's bad. It's okay. Shaloran and Kazuha totally out.
I'm keeping the lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
We're back, Verna. Oh, it's Tabor and Paimon. Nice to see you again. Miss Priestess, have we met somewhere before? You don't seem familiar to Paimon. Hey, it's me. Seriously, we met not long ago. Can't you recognize me by my voice? Oh yeah, it's you. You're the one from back when, wait. Who are you exactly? This is starting to sound like some kind of weird scam. Aw, my adorable little Paimon didn't even recognize me. That really stings, but I'll let it slide. After all, you did call me Miss Priestess. I guess it's fair, since I never took off my helmet back at Thunderclap Reef. Wait, hang on. Don't tell Paimon. You're Verna? You're really actually a priestess from the Frostmoon Scions. Excuse you? Well, that's a weird way to say hello. Seriously, you won't find a priestess more reliable than me anywhere else. There was never any reason to doubt me in the first place. Anyway, this must be the Moon Maiden's guidance at work. How else could I be so fortunate as to run into both of you at a time like this? Well, we were just passing through. Exactly, that's what we call fate. With her silver spindle, she weaves paths as one, whether they be of the rich or the... Anyway, let's forget about all that. Tabor, Paimon, you remember what that imposter said before, right? You mean that priestess-looking lady who seemed more legit than you? She said she'd be waiting at the court of the first edict or something like that. That more legit than you bit was totally uncalled for. But since you've got such a good memory, Paimon, and since you're both going to help me out later, I'll just let it slide. Hey, Paimon hasn't agreed to help you out yet. Why is it that every time we talk to you, we end up second-guessing reality? Don't sweat the details. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super ultra reliable plan. We'll catch that imposter in no time. Think about it. She said that she'd be waiting in the sealed-off sanctum no one can even get into, right? She wants us to get curious and break that seal, letting her sneak in and snatch whatever treasure's inside. And my super foolproof plan is to turn the tables on her. Once we open the gates of the sanctum, she'll definitely show up, and that's when we'll catch her. Pretty solid plan, right? I'd say it'd hold up just fine against those top-notch detectives from Papa Wrench's books. Seriously? That sounds even crazier than the plan you had at Thunderclap Reef. You just told us no one's been able to unseal the Court of the First Edict for centuries. Only because they didn't have me, along with the super reliable tag team combination that is the two of you. After we parted ways, I've been thinking, since the Court of the First Edict was sealed by Kuvaki, maybe we could disrupt it the same way we did at Thunderclap Reef. And so, ta-da! See? I had my little crackers look. I hate that they're called crackers, bro. It just sounds bad. I had my little crackers look for more of those special fragments, and I pieced them all together. And the moment I managed to distract Evelina, bam! You two showed up. Tell me we're not fated to reunite. Fated? More like fatal. Are you sure you won't mess up the weather on Hisi Island like we did in Thunderclap Reef? No worries. This time I'll be in full control of the Kuvaki. And besides, everything turned out just fine at the reef, didn't it? Now then, Tabor, Paimon, prepare to witness the miracle of science. Wait, if someone's got to throw it, let us do it. If we leave it to you, this already sketchy plan's bound to get even sketchier. Where am I throwing this? Oh, there we go. Oh shit. Sick. Come on, I told you there's nothing to worry about. See? This is the power of science. Hooray, the power of wait a second. You almost had Paimon fooled. This has nothing to do with science. It was just Tabor tossing the fragments up there. Well, since the super reliable Tabor is also someone who believes in science, I guess the explanation works too. Alright, since the Moon Maiden has spun a silvery path for us, what awaits beyond the threshold must be, wait, how'd the rest of it go again? Anyway, since the Moon Lane has appeared, it means our plan is working fine. All we need to do is follow it. This is the guidance of the Moon Goddess. Yep. Are you sure? Paimon thinks there's a good chance this path doesn't lead to our destination, but rather somewhere higher up. Come on, Paimon, come on. You've got a super reliable priestess and a super reliable adventurer on your side. What is there to worry about? You better get moving before the other priestesses show up. I mean, while the Moon Goddess is still showing us the way. Onward and upward. Oh, not the thing. Oh my god. Yo! Oh, what the heck? How do we get a loading screen for that? Oh, because something changed, like, drastically. Verna? Where are we? This doesn't look like a sanctum. Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean, that's not important. Don't worry. This place has things that resemble moon lanes, so that means the Moon Maiden is still guiding us. Probably. Let us follow the path illuminated by the moonlight and leave the rest to the will of the moon. That actually sounded pretty priestessy coming from you, Verna. Wait, no. Isn't that just a fancy way of saying, I don't know what to do, let's just leave it to fate? Hey, what do you mean pretty priestessy? Have you ever met a priestess who's anything less than super priestessy? You've got to have much faith in the Moon Maiden's guidance as you do in the power of science. Besides, it's not like we found any other way down. Engraving waking up. Identity check starting. Mode matching activated. Unknown life signs detected. Calibrating fuzzy predictive control unit. No shadow corruption detected. No traces of genetic components. Faint energy echo registered. Matched with known Dragon Lord of Flame parameters. Moderate. Hello? Are we getting like ties back to Natlan's shit right now? Maximum likelihood estimation. Conclusion. Authorization granted. Defense systems deactivated. Primary energy source not connected. Please manually lift the seal. Pretty music. Man, I love Genshin, man. What is happening, though? Actually, don't know. Oh, okay, here we go. Seal lifted. Welcome, Master of Flame and Wisdom, Your Majesty's Shwakodal. I was not expecting more, like, in that land stuff. Yo! That's totally not going to... Oh, what the heck? That's totally not gonna, like, notify everyone in town, though. Did that create a domain? Just like I predicted. See, as long as we follow the guidance of the Moon Goddess, everything will fall right into place. Well, if you say so, but are we really sure it's a good idea to open up a place that's been sealed for centuries? Oh, it'll be totally fine. You've got the most trustworthy priestess of the Frostmoon Scions right here. There's obviously nothing to worry about. Proto, did you see where those suspicious intruders were headed? They took off towards the court of the First Edict. Not many places to hide around here, after all. You too. Check on the seal. I'll inform the Lady Moonchanter. Let's see them try and get it. Let's see them try getting away. Causing trouble in the sacred lands of the Frostmoon? They've got a death wish. The only way they're getting out of this in one piece is if they're somehow the Lady Kutar herself. Verna? Still want to tell us there's absolutely nothing to worry about? Yep. That's right, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now that the seal's been opened, all we have to do is set up a trap and wait for that imposter to walk right into our hands. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. There's absolutely everything to worry about. I should never have messed with the seal. What do we do now? Help me, Tabor, please. Yelling for help like a crybaby doesn't mean someone's magically gonna save your butt. No turning back now. Let's see what's inside. Well, since the seal's already broken, we might as well head in and take a look. But, Verna, you'd better make sure to say sorry to everyone you dragged into this.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
Woo! Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined a sanctum would be. It doesn't feel all that sacred. It smells kind of funny instead. Well, it has been sealed for 500 years, you know. Scientifically speaking, rusted metal gives off a blood-like smell. Giving off a blood-like smell isn't too surprising. By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Isla sealed it, this is where all the Frostmoon followers held their ceremonies. So it's super sacred, really. Calling it super sacred just makes it sound less sacred by the minute. Oh, come on, don't get hung up on the wording. Look over there, that's the verdant crest. Legend says it's the sacred tree that witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. And that pool over there, if I'm guessing right, that should be the ever-flowing white spring, blessed by Lady Isla herself. Do you really have to guess? Also, are you sure you didn't just make those names up? Hey, I might be a fairly reliable priestess, but even I've never seen these sacred relics from 500 years ago with my own eyes. Nor did I ever think I'd get to see something this historically significant. I'm so lucky. All thanks to you, Tabor and Paimon. Let's stay here for a bit. Yes, no problem. I'll do whatever you say, Tabor. Just standing in this place does feel like a waste, though. Since we're here, why not take a quick walk around? How do I get that all the way up there? What the hell? There's something beneath the water. Is that a sword? Huh. How would there be a sword here? Wait, hold on. Could this be the ritual sword forged from the Hyperborean moonlight that Lady Isla supposedly left behind? The blade that was used to offer up the very first drop of blood under the new moon? Whoa. It's a Kuhenki. Does it want us to follow it? It's probably gonna make a moon line. That's gonna give me that Lunoculus as well. No way. That's so cool looking. Isla. Ah, you're here. Wait, that will get the altar dirty. Yeah, when did you get here? We were the ones who opened the seal first, right? Something's off. You're right, but this isn't just off. It looks like this is a residual image left behind by the moon goddess's blessing. And it's been left inside the court of the first edict. Maybe this might be the first moonchanter herself, Lady Isla. Is that really possible? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible, but if this is truly Lady Isla, then it wouldn't be surprising for her power to be unscientifically potent. Oh my days, I can't believe I kept calling the Lady Isla an imposter. Thank the moon goddess she can't hear me anymore. And that explains why her words were always so hard to understand. There, that should do it. This power is... the Lady Isla before us really just a lingering image? What did you do, Miss Isla? Where'd that voice come from? Maybe it got recorded along with the first Moonchanter's image. I mean, even the Moon Goddess's blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture just one person's voice, right? There's no need to be so tense. That woman who shares my bloodline surely showed you a few of those low-brow tricks before, This is merely a blessing that records awareness, so that the brave warrior over there can hear our words. Paimon's not dreaming, is she? Paimon swears she looked right at us. Come on, Paimon, you're most definitely dreaming. What we're seeing now was recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she could actually see us. Over there. But I don't see anyone. Ah, never mind. I probably wouldn't understand even if you explained it to me. And whatever tangled past lies between you and her, I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Lovia should have known better. The wounds left in the wake of the atrocities that old witch inflicted upon you both run deep, of course. The scars fester with resentment. What surprises me is that she trusted you so deeply. Verna, who's this Lovia they mentioned? Paimon feels like she's heard that name before. She was the leader of the Frostmoon Scions 500 years ago, but she was stricken from memory for the sin of blasphemy. Normally only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her. If even someone like you knows about her, then it can't be that much of a secret, can it? Hey, rude. What do you mean, someone like me? But seriously, her identity should be top secret. Ordinary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to even have heard that name. Resentment? For what? Everything you and I went through was always meant to be. There is no past or future, because the past is the future. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you could see is this one fleeting moment. Thanks to Lovia's blessing, the blessing of our ancestors, I can see every moment. Your arrival, Lovia's end, all threads of a tapestry too vast for me to tell, and yet, how it thrills me. She trusted me because I heeded her every word. When the lady of the underworld guided my hand to sever her thread, even then she should have rejoiced. As for you, you'll be leaving this place soon, won't you, Mr. Solove? My role here is finished. The believers outside already hail you as their new prophet, and at last you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I still have things I must do. I need to uncover that mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this land, he must pay for what he has done. With Lovia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be easier. Once again, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Ah, so you still don't know a thing. But that's all right. You will soon enough. I'll take that as an encouragement. To me, it's already happened. Twice shall that serpent fall, first strangled by the flesh of the faithless, then shrinking away before the light you and I ignite together. But you shan't be the one to cut off its thread, because that fate does not belong to you. I don't believe in fate. I'll just do what I can. Then do what you can. Before the lanterns are lit, I will be here waiting, for you are the hero meant to protect Elysium. And you, forgive me for drawing you here this way. Your thread simply would not catch in this loom of the sublunary sphere, so I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just as out of place in this world as you are. Huh? Huh? Verna, what's going on? Why are you still sure she isn't talking to us? Well, not anymore. Those stones we saw earlier only fell recently. How could Lady Isla have known about them 500 years ago? By way of apology, I left the last sword forged by the Apostle of the Golden City using moonlight in the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on its blade should have washed away. Please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I choose to believe you are the hero of this sublunary sphere, the one destined to fell the undying serpent on our behalf. This will probably be the last time we meet. You follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. Are you still talking to someone? It's nothing. Now please don't let me keep you any longer, Mr. Solove. I must begin sealing this place at once. I hold no resentment toward Lovia, but our children must not be stained by her sins. That's why the evil and corruption she wrought must be buried. I will seal them all here. This too is part of our preparation for the birth of a god. And now she disappears. We are all tainted by sin. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form? She vanished. So just like back at Thunderclap Brief, it was Lady Isla who guided us to break the Sanctum seal. Also, you could retrieve the sword she left behind, Tabor. But Paimon still doesn't get it. Why would Isla give us her sword? And what's this undying serpent stuff all about? We're not gonna have to fight some giant snake next, are we? Anyway, Tabor, let's retrieve that sword first. Right. If someone as reliable as Lady Isla said it, must be a reason. Maybe it'll all start to click once we get that sword. Oh boy. Letter for Lovia. The most holy and venerable Lady Lovia, I pen this letter to account for the tragic event that transpired earlier. You asked would I send people to welcome the Holy Lady, and I did exactly as you instructed. But that poor girl, alas for her great beauty, failed to grasp the kindness behind your gesture, and seized by some terrible impulse, she took her own life on the spot. For this terrible, irreplaceable loss, I can offer only my prayers. I pray that your compassionate goddess may ease your sorrow and keep your noble heart from breaking despite the weight of this grief. Regarding the Sampo mill mentioned in your last letter, I am truly grateful for your openness and trust. Like you, I remain uninitiated in the true workings of this sacred relic, yet on this matter we are of one mind. We must find another way to rouse this ancient relic and forge a paradise, an Elysium of enduring prosperity for the people of Nod-Krai, especially your noble kin. From this moment on, I shall dedicate myself wholly to uncovering the secrets that lie within the relic. As for the remaining matters, both more trivial and complex, I hope to discuss them at greater length with you soon. Until then, I ask that you accept these modest gifts as a small token of my regard and a gesture of sympathy for the loss that has touched your household. Please know that I hold your noble character in the highest esteem. Even at the court of His Majesty the Belshazzar, it is rare to encounter a lady of such uncommon foresight and deep devotion to the greater good as yourself, not to mention one who so willingly places the well-being of this nation and her people above personal sentiment. Our positions, interests, and aspirations are most closely aligned. As such, I greatly look forward to our future joint endeavors. Your ever steadfast friend and ally, Rotwing. According to the teachings left by the Apostle of the Golden City, all that matters must be governed by reason alone, untainted by sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion will only profane the words of the ancestors. In service of a pure and exalted ideal for the future of the scions of the far north, these actions are as justified as they are necessary. This decree has been approved by Lovia, humble handmaiden of the Frostmoon and the Archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. Decree C, I don't remember what that is. It's like probably 1,000 something. I don't even know. Alternative plan for the Sacred Heir selection. All of the content that follows has been erased. It cannot be read. In accordance with the teachings of the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters concerning craftsmanship and secret rites must be recorded without the taint of personal sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion would only profane the words of our ancestors. Do not seek to understand what lies beyond mortal intellect. Simply recite the ancient prayers with a sincere heart so that the purity of the blessings may endure. This decree was issued by Seredni, humble handmaiden of the Frostmoon and 13 Archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. It is not to be defied. In the name of the Mistress of the Frostmoon, the ancient laws, once obscure and difficult to understand, are now set forth in clear and concise terms, lest the faithful falter or be led astray. Holy shit, dude, there's so much to read. What the fuck? Decree 3. Elysium and the Prophecy of the Sacred Heir. Let the children of Hyperborea guard their sacred bloodline from defilement, for the heir of Elysium is destined to one day arrive. It is hereby forbidden to marry one's closest kin. That is to say, no union shall be permitted between blood relatives. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has committed blasphemy. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has taken the life of an innocent. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has broken its oath. It is forbidden to enter the marriage with someone from a clan that does not bear an antlered crown. It is forbidden to enter the marriage with someone from a clan who has committed parricide. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with a person disturbed of mind. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with the descendants of the Fae. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with a person not of faith. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with an outlander. Marriage is a most sacred act of virtue and must be kept pure. Therefore, let no unclean act stain our bloodline. Let no action be taken to incur the displeasure of the Mistress of the Frostmoon, and let no one betray their oaths. Whosoever enters into marriage must first obtain the permission and blessing of the Archpriestess, lest a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. Whosoever breaks this oath shall have their horns severed with a silver blade. They who have been marked thus shall be cast into the long lightless night. Hear now the ancient prophecy. In the fullness of time Elysium shall come, and with it the sovereign ordained to rule over it shall also appear. The false sevenfold radiance of the high heavens shall fall at her feet, and the bones of the earth shall rise to follow her. For from her shall spring union with the world, and from her shall the first great cause be rebuilt. Let these words of wisdom find root in your heart, and neglect not the sanctity of your blessed bloodline. Decree 6. Offerings of the Sample Mill. The children of Hyperborea shall guard the sacred treasure forged by the Apostle of the Golden City at all costs. Let it be known that the relic that is the Sampo Mill is a sacred work, for its blessing yields unending gold, grain, and salt. Only the prophesied sacred heir shall have the power to ruse the mill, and thus bring forth an Elysium of eternal abundance for us all. According to the revelation of our ancestors, the mill shall be sealed within the holy sanctum to preserve it from taint and desecration until the appointed time, when the sacred heir is born at last. All followers below the rank of priestess shall not enter the holy sanctuary wherein the mill is sealed. Those who violate this precept shall have a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. Before sowing in spring, an offering of wheat, goat's milk, and salt must be made unto the Sampo Mill, lest famine befall you. At least one priestess shall be designated to chant prayers to the mill day and night, to ensure a bountiful harvest and enduring prosperity. God, this is gonna hurt my throat reading all of this. Decree 10. Offering to the arrow of Turpiciranus. The children of Hyperborea shall revere the arrow of Turpiciranus without fail. Let it be known that this relic forged of pure light is a bow and arrow that can pierce the manifold darkness of the frozen night. You shall mix the sacred oils in the following manner prescribed by the rites of the ancestors. Take up a clean silver vessel, free from all dust and water, for defilement is the root of all corruption. Take the fat of a lamb, clear and pure, and warm it over a gentle fire. It must not be too hot or too cool. Do not bring it to a boil. Add sulfur, salt, sawdust, and wax in the proper order while stirring with great care. Stir until the substances inside the vessel are one of uniform color. The number for your counting shall be 7 hours. 6 you shall not count, neither count you 8. Except that you should count to 7. 5 and 9 are right out. Then anoint your bow and arrows with the holy oil, and your arrows shall snuff out the pitch-black foe, shattering them like plates of silver. 6 stack of papers hidden by an unknown someone in a secret compartment inside the back cover. In accordance with the statutes laid down by all matters concerning mechanicos and technicos shall be recorded objectively, concisely, and untainted by personal sentiment. Thus shall we guard against the distortion of truth via subjectivity. That the knowledge we possess must be transmitted with clarity to future generations and serve the welfare of our people to the fullest possible extent. The contents of this document have been approved by Spargaparus and Haxtharasa. All members of the order, beginning with the executive priests, shall commit its contents to memory and observe the prescribed procedures without deviation until the reconstruction of civilization has reached 5/7 completion. For further details, consult. Okay. If these words have reached your eyes, let it be known that you have completed the foundational disciples of Mech or Tech and are hereby elevated to the rank of executive priest. Congratulations are in order. Regrettably, your newly acquired title is not a privilege but a burden of duty, hardship, and silent suffering borne for this realm and the countless lives she shelters. You are destined to offer all of your youth and your life to preserve the last embers of civilization. Yet even with your final breath, you may never behold the Frost Moon's radiant light. nor see the dawn break once more upon our beautiful homeland. For the lights of the far north have been extinguished, and countless generations are condemned to cower in darkest night. No miracle has ever graced this tainted sublunary sphere, and tears have never delivered our kin from sorrow. Then what purpose, if any, lies in all that you shall do from this moment hence? I suppose then it is for an ethereal dream, a dream of countless tomorrows, for an infinity of futures yet unborn. Only through our blood and our tears and our toil shall our children be granted the chance to behold the glorious era and the lost Elysium we once knew. On that day none shall weep for suffering, nor fear hunger or cold. All beings shall love one another as brothers and sisters, and all shall dwell in joy and peace. This shall be our final and greatest dream, that our kin shall no longer be mired in superstition and barbarism. For the hope once envisioned by gods and mortals alike, we must push forward. There's no path but through. Sear these words into your mind before you proceed to read the assessment records and operating procedures. Hold fast to our dream of tomorrow, and let not its light be dimmed by the dust of neglect. Sparagaparis of Haxathrasa, acting Archpriestess of Hyperborea. Protocol 3, Final Evaluation on Bloodline Selection and Purification. Upon evaluation and confirmation by the acting Archpriestesses and the Senior Executive Tech Priestess, the Seed of Life project from the Hyperborea era, henceforth referred to as the Sacred Air Project, has been deemed no longer be viable within the bounds of its original planned parameters. The priest who led the project, Binda of Hithamathurasa, has passed beyond, and the essential tech processes and mech apparatuses required for its continuation were lost in the fall of Hyperborea. These include, but are not limited to, the process of cutting and modification, the process of creation and reconstruction, the blank and blank processes, which were of the Fae, the adaptive blank editing processes. The aforementioned tech processes are at present irreproducible. God, man, a lot of reading. After due deliberation, the following alternative protocol has been deemed acceptable. The purification of existing is to be performed through controlled artificial selection using methods primitive and inefficient. The phenotypic stability of each generation shall be recorded. Then from this data, the most suitable pairs for union shall be identified, and non-coercive means employed to persuade the parties to join in union. Should persuasion fail to meet the criteria detailed in Tech Manual, promptly proceed to the next priority match and continue in like fashion. To minimize risk of disease, the bloodline proximity index of all breeding pairs shall not exceed. Accordingly, no individuals shall be joined in union if they share common ancestry within 5 generations. This course of action is expected to yield outcomes approaching the original objective after successive generations of refinement and selection. At such time, the one prophesies, the newborn sacred heir shall arise. Without the need for ritual implements nor for feature of their soul, this heir shall command the pure, unaltered elemental forces at will, and shall at last attain fusion with the world. Note: in light of projected population growth and the limits of environmental carrying capacity, it is anticipated that the practice of widespread artificial breeding may be terminated after 7 generations. Thereafter, limited intermarriage with select outlanders may then be sanctioned. Furthermore, it is hereby affirmed that once the continuity of civilization has been assured, the descendants of the far north shall be granted the sovereign right to determine their own destinies. Protocol 6. The subatomic... That might be 11. No, that's 6. No, that's 11. That's 11. I think. Oh yeah, no, that's 6. The subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb. project of constructing this supremely advanced mech construct was personally overseen by and is not fully understood at this time. It was designed to reconstruct matter at the subatomic scale, or to transmute matter directly into stable energy, which would then be released in the form of blank. Of all the highest tier mech constructs dating to the time of Hyperborea, only the subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb, hereafter referred to as the Sampo, has endured to the present age. Its structure remains largely intact, granting its immense symbolic significance. However, a formal evaluation by the acting Archpriestess and the senior executive mech priestess has determined that the device in its current state is no longer functional. The collaborative control module connected to the device was lost during the fall of Hyperborea and cannot be replicated with existing technologies. In the absence of this module, proper activation of the Sampo is impossible, and it is presumed that even a forced restart would fail to correctly reconfigure said device. After due deliberation, it is resolved that the device shall be sealed indefinitely, with no reevaluation of its activation viability for a period of generations. All personnel without explicit authorization from the Archpriestess may not breach the seal. This will prevent unnecessary accidental damage to the device. Note, the senior executive mech priestess, Area Pythia of Massage I don't know, has proposed a theoretically viable bypass protocol, namely the controlled input of blank realm energy or blank realm energy at a specific carrier frequency, which may circumvent the collaborative control module and forcibly initiate Sampo. Upon formal evaluation, however, the proposed method was determined to pose unacceptable safety risks. The probability of system destabilization and ensuing blank exceeding blank. In light of these findings, the original decision shall stand. Protocol 10, the Arrow of Terp. The subject of the project is a low-tier mech device of the Hyperborea era, designed to solidify blank realm energy into a semi-crystalline polymeric form. Once stabilized, the material is subjected to a high-frequency blank spiral acceleration and is subsequently launched, thereby purging a designated area of blank realm energy contamination. The acting Archpriestess and the senior executive mech priestess have jointly affirmed that the device's remanufacture is viable. This work shall proceed under the oversight of senior executive mech priestess Area Pythia of Massage Tai, with the prototype device projected for completion within blank standard quarters. Upon completion, the prototype apparatus shall be subject to regular lubrication with ointments to prevent avoidable safety incidents. Holy shit, that was a lot of reading, and now we got more. This appears to just be an ordinary fairy tale in which a kind-hearted girl makes friends with a white pigeon, after which they travel the world together. Some of the pages have been torn out for unknown reasons, and the ink has completely faded. The cover has these beautiful golden words inscribed on it. Kitsagrad Publishing House. Okay, so that's probably going to be a place that we find in Nod-Krai. Or Nod-Krai, Chnesnaya. Isla's notes. Fuck it. Reading impact, holy shit. I don't have to read these, but I'm going to. I want to know. I want the world building. I like world building. It's just a lot. I told a lie, just like Lovia did, and just like my sister did. I said no when Mr. Solovey asked me if I felt any hate. But how can I put the hatred in my heart into words? How would someone as kind and sincere as he is ever understand such horrifying malice? No, I cannot think this way, and no one needs to know. Mr. Solovey does not need to be troubled with such trivial things. No one is obliged to bear the weight of another's suffering, which they have not experienced. And even if he truly were willing to listen, and even if his kindness were to move him to tears, what would it change? I would only end up bringing needless pain to another tender heart. In the past, the present, and the future, across the countless threads of fate that Lovia once let me glimpse by mistake, the only one who shed tears for the misfortunes of others are kind souls who ought to be smiling instead. And since the sublunary sphere has always been one where good is repaid with cruelty. The least I could do is spare him sorrow that does him no good. Once upon a time I despised lies, yet now I find myself speaking them with keen intent. Maybe the blank of the past dozen years or so has been punishment for this very moment. But that does not matter anymore. From the noble lady of Salt to the scions of Gurabad's genie, there are plenty of instances where the innocent have suffered the gravest of punishments, let alone a sinner as steeped in blank as I am. If the silvery white thread has already found its way around my neck, I may as well bear the weight of still more unforgivable sins by myself, so that the children who remain untainted may be spared. What was born of the frost moon must return to it. All the walls, towers, fortresses, and temples must be torn down, save for the great pillar raised here by the Dragonborn. That is, the sacred sanctuary where our ancestors found refuge. Prolonged isolation and seclusion serve only to nourish fleeting ambitions and hollow delusions. Let it be reverence for nature, kindness toward outlanders, and those virtues in which none believed, and not the pride of the dead which sets our threads apart from theirs. Only then will there never again be another Lovia or another me. Decades from now, a new moon goddess will be born. Oh, the irony of it. Lovia's long and desperate quest was, in the end, for nothing, even if Blank had borne their sacred heir as foretold, and not the man who abducted my sister. The one who should have been our sovereign would only have created even greater chaos in Snezhnaya. The birth of the new moon had nothing to do with anything she did. She could not even foresee the coming of that maiden, and nor did she know that the holy throne had never truly been broken. I do not know if I will live to see that moment, for my own thread is hidden from my sight, but I pray that I will not. Those tainted by sin do not deserve to witness the moon's pure light. In any case, people who come to believe that the new moon takes delight only in kindness, friendship, and mutual aid, that no other prayer or sacrifice will ever please our goddess, this is what we must believe, because if they do not, then no matter how noble the idea, it will only wither and fade into the filth that lies beneath the moon. The threads of the gods are too bright for me to follow, and I cannot see where she is headed. But at the very least, the Frostmoon Scions who have been redeemed in her name must ensure that the power of choice remains hers alone. No one should ever seek repayment or reward from her, and she must never be molded into the perfect deity others wish to become. Daughter of the Frost Moon, maiden of the new moon, may she one day behold the dream of true happiness, and may the Frost Moon never forgive my sins, for I have crushed her name more times than I can count. Dear Miss Isla, I am truly sorry that I was unable to stop Miss Alia in that moment. Yet it was through her noble sacrifice that we ultimately thwarted Rotwang, and prevented the loss of countless lives. Now I finally understand why she pretended to be my close companion. I hope to speak with you about this in greater detail next time we meet. Though perhaps by then you will already know more about all this than I. I shall not presume to judge, nor shall I attempt to alter your opinion of her, but I ask, if nothing else, that you allow me to honor Miss Alia's final wishes by sharing her words with you. She asks that I render all possible support to you, which I surely will. You are my benefactor, after all. And that I relay this only as she spoke it. You hope that you would go on to live a life of happiness and freedom. As for the error of Terp you mentioned in your last letter, if it truly holds the power to dispel the pitch-black calamity, and if you are willing to share it with such selflessness, then on behalf of the people of Nod-Krai, please accept my deepest gratitude. Should, as you foresee, Rotwang indeed rise again from the pitch-black filth, then our successors, in order I am considering naming the Lightkeepers in honor of the flame you have kindled, will stand ready to vanquish the threat once more, armed with the technology you have so generously gifted us. We could speak of the details in person whenever you are free. I understand all too well that after Lovia's passing, the Frostmoon Scions have been left with countless matters demanding your attention. Yours sincerely, Solve. Please tell me there's nothing else. This must be the sword Isla was talking about, right? How about it, Tabor? Did you figure anything out? Not a thing. Looks like we really have to investigate this whole place, huh? But if we hang around too long, Ernruth, Uncle Croto, and the others might find the entrance too. Actually, with all the noise we made just now, there's probably no one on this whole island who hasn't been drawn this way. Ugh, fine, I guess we've got no choice. We've got the sword now, and Lady Isla didn't exactly tell us what to do next. Let's get out of here first and figure out the rest later.
Splendid!
Moonweaver's Dawn. Actually looks sick. The elemental burst damage with 20% with the characters equipping. When the equipping character's energy capacity does not exceed 60/40, their elemental burst damage is increased by additional 16 points. Might be decent on Skirk? I don't really know who this would be good on. I'm kind of curious. Let's see what Theory Crafters. Also, it looks like I can get refinements. It sounds like it has a pretty cool passive, but I don't know who it would work on. Chlorans. Chlorans, Skirk, Kuching, Bennett? I don't know why you do this when I'm Bennett, honestly. Aya, okay. And Jean. Interesting.
Interesting trinkets for me.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Sick though. I always love it when they give us weapons from doing quests, even if they don't have the most uses. It's awfully quiet. Ernruth and Uncle Croto aren't here either. Weren't they hot on our trail? Maybe all the noise we made earlier got their attention and they ran off to check somewhere else. Ah, I get it now. This must be Lady Isla's divine guidance. Even my luck's looking up now that I'm with someone as reliable as you, Tabor. Okay, save the celebration for later. You do remember you still owe everybody else an apology for the trouble you caused, right? Apology? Right. Yes, of course I do. I'm just not the type to get caught up in reading Lady Isla's records that I forget everything else. I swear by my immortal name in this sublunary sphere that I'll give everybody a proper and heartfelt apology. It's just, I'll need to think carefully about how to phrase it first. Oh, and while we were at work earlier, I came up with a super scientific plan. Since I have to apologize anyway, why don't we finish checking out the sanctum first before looking for Lady Llama? That way we can save time and make my eventual apology more efficient. A sound plan, I should say. See, the power of science is... Wait, huh? Aunt Rahatar? When did you get here? You scared us. We didn't mean to sneak into the court of the first edict. It's just, Verna said... No need to explain. This place may be sealed, but is not forbidden territory. If outsiders like you were able to enter, then perhaps it was the will of the moonlight. Exactly. This is all part of the Moon Maiden's sacred guidance, just like the poems say. As for you, Vernadska, you're coming with me. The Lady Moonchanter wants to see you in person. Huh? Wait, no, Aunt Rahatar. Didn't you just say... As a priestess, you acted without permission, broke the rules, and tampered with taboos. Aside from outright murder, you flouted every major law we have. Now come, or would you rather the Lady Moonchanter come fetch you herself? Tabor, Paimon, I'll explain everything later, I swear, but first, I'll need... Before Verna can finish her sentence, Rahatar drags her off. Well, she sure dug that grave nice and deep for herself, didn't she? Still, we've got no idea what this Lady Isla wants us to do, but this sword she left behind, if it was meant for us, we might as well hang on to it for now. Looks like a real Frostmoon relic, anyway. Nice. Oh, we actually did all the quests in this area. Awesome. Exploration ability increased to level 2. Up to 10 treasures and relevant clues, including oculi at once. That's so sick. So now I can just do this. What? Didn't find anything nearby? That's crazy. Okay. There we go. Wow, that's actually so nice. I wish they'd do this retroactively now. Because the other treasure compasses only do the, do the one at a time. Kinda surprised. Was it in range for that? I thought it was gotta be Hydro Slimes, man. Hydro Slimes are so much harder with this team. Well.
These should be worth something.
Oh, it looks like Anefa has something to say. Guess I missed that this morning.
Bring it!
Three more to go. Familiar presence detected nearby.
Anefa?
Hello, traveler.
Are you picking lakaberries here?
Yes. I know enjoys eating crumb-kakes made with fresher specimens. The ones at the marketplace today fell below her standards, and that is why I am presently here, carrying out orders to procure them.
Are you alright?
Yes, I am. How about you?
Why isn't she speaking? I'm good, but one moment.
Thank you for your concern. A few days ago, Aino adjusted my humor module, returning it to its original output.
Oh, okay. Why shouldn't do the upgrade?
Because my efficiency in generating jokes decreased significantly after my first few responses. It was taxing to generate more afterward, and any forced results lacked humor. According to Aino, it is because the creative logic of these jokes is overly chaotic and my logic module cannot comprehend their creative principles. Therefore, I cannot produce content of substance. In order not to affect the logic module's operation, Aino decided to return the humor module's parameters back to normal levels. But if you enjoyed my sense of humor from before, Traveler, I can notify Aino.
Nope, this is great.
Do you not like these types of jokes?
I know somebody who has that sense of humor. His jokes never ever end.
Is that so? He must be someone of great skill. To think that
Bizarre?
he can generate consistently humorous jokes from such bizarre and chaotic creative principles.
Let's talk about crumcakes, please.
Of course. If you wish to ask me about adding more sugar to crumcakes, my answer is this. Crumcake recipes include specific quantities of sugar to be added. Adding too much or too little will affect the taste of the finished product.
Thank goodness.
Of course. I am scanning the area to determine if it is suitable for a cooking demonstration. The results are not favorable. Backup plan activated. I will also write down the recipe and give it to you.
Looks like NF has really back to normal.
You're welcome. If you have time, remember to come visit. Although my humor module has been restored to its original parameters, Aino has been researching the creative logic chain of these kinds of jokes. Should she manage to create a joke generation module, I will be able to continue telling jokes. Please look forward to this update, Traveler.
Just straight up given a recipe. I thought there was like another. It was right here.
Perfect weather for a nap in the workshop.
Yeah, it's that guy right there. I can't imagine how you two warriors managed to make it through the thunderstorm, but that's not the point right now. I need your help. Don't worry, there's no way we'd stand by while someone needs help. What do you need us to do? Please, help me get the airspace data collector back up in the air. Airspace data collector? You mean that big round machine? That's right, all you need to do is align the strong Kuvaki side of each assembly module with the collector and push them into place. Then the collector, that big round machine, will float up into the air. That means everything's working. Alright, seeing how desperate you are, let's help him out, Tabor. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. I don't know if this guy's all good though. Why do we need to reset these? I'm a little confused. That's right. You can only push. Yeah. I'll pick out his plan, but like I won't be so worried now. But finally, it worked. Warriors, my name is Fangle. Or Fangel? I think it's Fangel, maybe? Fangel. Fangel. Fangel? Let's see what he translates this. Swedish.
Fandiel. Fandiel.
Andiel. I don't know. I'm a researcher for the Fontaine Research Institute. Oh wait, it's French maybe.
Fenrail.
Benhill. My name is Fenhill. I'm a researcher with the Fontaine Research Institute. I saw everything just now. You were absolutely incredible. May I ask your names? Paimon's Paimon, and this is Tabor. We're adventurers. Have you been stuck here for a long time? If not for the two of you, I might have been stuck much longer. You're the first ones to make it through the thunderstorm safely. Surely you should be the first one. No, of course not. I don't have your luck. You won't believe me, but this abnormal weather is probably a result of my being cursed. Cursed? Wait, do sciencey people really believe in that kind of thing? Indeed. In fact, that's why I got into science in the first place. Find a way to break this curse. I know it sounds crazy, but if you'd gone through half the things I have, you'd understand. Whenever I cook, even when I'm just mixing a salad, it somehow catches fire. If I hang out the laundry, a tornado is guaranteed to blow it away. Things like this happen to me every single day. I call it the Fenhel effect. That really does sound unlucky. Isn't there a way to break the curse? Science, of course. That's the only way. That sounds reasonable enough, but something feels off. It sounds about as reasonable as Paimon single-handedly fighting abyssal monsters. How about Paimon single-handedly fighting you? Honestly, Paimon's always cheering the loudest when you're fighting. I tried all the traditional methods when I was younger, but none of them worked. In the end, it was the Fontaine Research Institute that saved me. They taught me how to fight against it. Since mixing salads caused fires, I invented a cooling system for food. In fact, that very system ended up being used in Fanta vending machines. Everyone can easily enjoy ice-cold Fanta, and that's thanks in part to the Fanhel effect. Heinri's been so grateful to me for this. Before coming here, I learned that the extreme weather in Nod-Krai could be incredibly dangerous, so I made sure to install a lightning protection device on the collector just in case. Without it, the experiment would have probably failed a dozen times by now. Oh, so science really did beat the curse. You could say that, but as you saw, I got pretty flustered just now because I overlooked one critical factor. The collector might be fine, but with the Fanhel effect following me around, there's no way I can conduct the experiment properly. They've just been running around like that ever since you got here? Until we found you? That's right. The Institute saved me, so I couldn't bring myself to go back without something to show for it. That's why your arrival is such an unexpected turning point. As I mentioned earlier, I came here to study the safety of Kuvaki under extreme weather conditions. I believe it could be a much safer energy source than Arceum. You've probably heard about the explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, right? At its core, that accident happened because Arceum is still too dangerous to use as an energy source. Of course we heard about it. You're looking at none other than the honorary senior researcher of the Fontaine Research Institute. Mr. Raimondo must think very highly of you. For most people, even earning the title of assistant is quite an achievement. Though I agree with Mr. Raimondo's views, things like Fanta don't really contribute much to science. What we truly need is a more reliable alternative to Arceum. If my theory proves correct and Kuvaki really is a safer option, the Institute might even rename Fanta to Fanta in my honor. Is that really a possibility? That sounds amazing. So may I ask for your help? If you're willing to help me complete my experiment and collect the data I need, I'll make sure to propose that both your names be added to Fanta. Tabor Paimanta? That's quite an impressive name. Tabor, let's help. Alright, but I imagine sales will take quite a hit. You think the name's too long? Then let's go with Fanta Paimon. Tabor, you're not joining the co-branding. How modest of you. I'll be sure to give you a special thanks in the acknowledgments section of my thesis. We managed to get the airspace data collector into the air earlier, but unfortunately, it didn't quite get high enough. All you need to do now is lift it up a little more. To get it higher, you'll need to stack more assembly modules. Simple and effective, huh? I'm counting on you. Sounds simple enough. We've got this. In that case, shall we start setting things up? When adjusting the assembly modules, just make sure the blue strong unipolar field is facing the collector. Sure thing, let's get started. Oh right, I just noticed that there's a signal issue in one of the 3 channels, but it can be fixed by resetting the robot. Now let me set up the experimental parameters. Okay. But I can't pull this one? Oh, wait. Alright, it's a push. Oh, I need to rotate it. Okay, then we can push this back. I can rotate it again and push. There we go. Oh. Can we rotate this one? Actually, no, that's perfect. Push that and then it pushes it itself. Boom. That's actually sick. I like that. Pushed, yeah. Pulled. Boom. Oh wait, it's gotta be blue. Baba dee baba die. I have to reset this one. More and rotate it. Here we go. Oh no, I pushed it. That's fine though. Look at the orientation of these. Okay. This is the reset tutorial that I skipped, so. I should have pushed this one first, but I still got it. Huh? Oh, is it because it's not glowing? I gotta get the other side on there somehow. Okay, there we go. I got it. I got it. I have to get a third one stacked up now. We've got the data, so that means we're done here, right? I'm sorry, but we still need data from higher altitudes. That's how scientific research works. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Okay, but you didn't get struck by lightning when you went to set the parameters just now, did you? Maybe that curse of yours isn't as bad as you think. So for this next experiment... No, it has to be the two of you conducting the experiment. If I tried, something would definitely go wrong. Please, you have to believe me. Okay. Now it suddenly feels like the renaming Fanta might not be enough. No problem. As long as you're willing to keep helping with the experiment, then putting your likeness on the Fanta label would be more than fair. But that means everyone who buys Fanta will get to see Paimon and Tabor on the label? Yes, you'll be known around Tivat. But for two scientific pioneers like yourselves, that's still a pretty modest reward. So what do you say? Shall we keep going? Let's take a scientific process. In that case, let's get back to the experiment. Excellent. I knew you were people of extraordinary insight. Once you're ready, I'll go set up the parameters for the next experiment. We're ready. We'll need higher altitude data this time, so we'll need to stack 3 assembly modules for each channel. However, you only need to manually adjust the modules for 2 of the channels. Leave the rest to me. Then Hell finishes setting up the parameters for the experiment. Oh, jeez. Okay, this actually isn't that bad. Yep. This one looks like it could be a little more complex. But maybe not. Oh, never mind. Not at all. Oh, wait. Wait. Never mind. I fucked up. Damn it. There we go. Just missed a step is all. Oh shit. Oh. Oh shit. Hell, there's an accident. The collector got hit by lightning. Yes, I saw it too. The Fenhel effect, it's intensified. Even with the lightning protection device and your help, we can't hold it back. Well, things might not be that bad. Just don't give up yet. Oops, I don't know what I selected there, but... Exactly, according to your theory, the only one who can defeat the Fenhel effect is you, Fenhel. Oh, you're right. If I fail, this curse won't just destroy me, it will destroy everything I hold dear. If in the end, even the Fontaine Research Institute is... I would never forgive myself. We're at a critical stage of the experiment. Based on my initial analysis, Kuvaki does indeed seem safer than Arceum. But for real-world applications, that conductive phenomenon we just observed must never be allowed to happen. I have to identify the cause. The collector's crashed. It's certainly unfortunate, but what really matters is the data inside. I'd ask you to retrieve it for me. Alright, leave it to us. Please, be careful. I'll check here to see if the issue was caused by the equipment itself.
The wind knows me.
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
It looks badly damaged. All we can do is recover the data. They don't seem to be here. Let's keep looking. Oh, who asked you to come in?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Great names echo!
Be sanctified.
Cooked in the kitchen.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure
Got Tabor monsters
chest has
incoming.
made it.
Shower me with breath!
Wind strike! Ka!
Not this one. Alright, let's keep looking. This should be it. Let's take it back. Let Von Helm have a look, shall we?
Bring it!
I'm so glad you're okay. I was starting to worry the Von Hell effect might have gotten to you, too. So how did it go? Did you get the data? We got it, but the collector was already... I suspected as much. The designs never accounted for the impact from a fall. Ah, that was my oversight. I found a few leads on my end as well, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. I'll need to analyze them together with the data you've recovered. Give me some time to dig into it. Could you come by again tomorrow? Where do all these little things come from? Oh, hey, over here! Good news, I've made a breakthrough. I'm 99.5% sure the Van Hell effect didn't affect either of you. That's great, though Paimon wasn't really concerned about that. But if it wasn't for the Van Hell effect, then why did the collector get struck last time? Because the lightning protection device inside the collector was never tested for repeated use in such high Kuvaki environments. The materials eventually gave out from fatigue. The fix was actually pretty simple. I tested a bunch of materials with different parameters based on this area's Kuvaki concentration and found something way more durable. Look. This is the Nod-Krai Aerospace Data Collector 2.0. I stayed up all night to finish it. With one final high-altitude test, we'll be able to determine the experiment's results. Why is the Collector 2.0 so much smaller than the previous one? Advanced models are usually more compact. Oh, Paimon gets it now, so Paimon really is more advanced than Tabor. Damn! Well, that's usually true. The reason the 2.0 model shrank so much this time was actually due to the limits of the materials I used. I had to cut a lot of non-essential features. For example, the entire structure for lifting it into the air. Huh? If it can't get up in the air, then how's it supposed to collect data from high altitudes? It's all because, you see, many of the greatest leaps in human knowledge come when the researchers themselves step in, even if it means becoming the subject of their own experiments. They say Henry's team drank tens of thousands of bottles of Fanta to perfect the flavor that we have today. So, you get what I'm saying, right? You want to conduct the experiment yourself? Huh? Not me. It's enough of a miracle that the Van Hell effect hasn't affected either of you. If I were the one to try it, it'd be a total disaster. Not that I'd mind trying. Sooner or later, the curse will devour me anyway, but the research on Kuvaki is too important to be left unfinished. So how about this? I'll just redesign the Fanta bottle to be shaped like you two. Or we don't even have to call it Fanta anymore. It could be Paita, Manta, or Taborta. Please, for the sake of scientific process, take the Collector 2.0 with you into the skies. If this is for scientific progress, I'll do it. Oh, so you already have a glider. That's amazing. Then we can just check that off the list. Alright, let me explain the latest changes. Just yesterday, it occurred to me, since the thunderstorms here are bursting with Kuvaki, instead of avoiding it, why not harness it? In other words, we can actively attract the lightning. This relay device was built for that exact purpose. Attract the lightning? But that sounds dangerous. You'll be fine. Most of the Kuvaki in the thunderstorm will be converted into an upward force field. The remaining energy will be captured by the Collector 2.0 to power the enhanced lightning protection device. Trust me, your chances of getting struck are no higher than 0.0067%. There's still a chance Paimon might get struck. Statistically speaking, there's a negligible risk. I mean, no proper scientist would ever claim something is 100% certain. This will be the final experiment. Channel the lightning to the lightning rod over there, then launch up and collect the data. The lightning protection device in the Collector 2.0 will keep you safe. I'll let you know as soon as we've got enough data, and I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. So ready to go? For the sake of science. That's the spirit, for the sake of science. Conduct the lightning and then fly by. Boing. So much thunder and lightning, be careful. I don't need to be careful, I'm fine. Looking good so far, just hang in there a bit longer. Easy club. The experiment was a success, just as I thought. Kuvaki has huge potential. Thank you both. This is the critical data I was missing. Once I've come through it all, I can finally get started on my thesis. I have the research results on Kuvaki will truly achieve what Mr. Raimondo envisioned, freeing people from their reliance on Arceum. This would be an enormous step forward. Looks like we actually helped with something big. That's awesome. Indeed, progress marches forward. My thesis should be done in a year or two, maybe in 20 or 30 more, but we'll start to see the real impact of what we did today. 20 or 30 years? That long? That sort of time frame is already a breakneck breakthrough. Scientific research takes time, you know. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Alright, fine. Paimon really thought that we'd get to try a bottle of fine Tabor Paimon any day now. I'll be sure to suggest that to Henry and the team. Oh, and here, take the Nod-Krai Aerospace Data Collector 2.0 as a thanks from me. I've removed the data collection module since it's classified tech from the Institute. I hope you understand. It no longer has any data collection functionality, but the lightning protection still works. Hopefully it can come in handy on your adventures. Just a heads up, it only works on thunderstorms that carry Kuvaki. It won't be effective against regular lightning, so once you're outside of Nod-Krai, it probably won't be of much use. Wow, that means we don't have to worry about getting struck by lightning while we're out exploring. Science really can defeat a curse. Well said. And finally, thank you both again for your contribution to science. Once I've sorted through the raw data, it's time for me to head back to the Institute and start writing my thesis. Electric dreams. Alright, well I think that's probably a good stopping point. So yeah. Anyway guys, I'm gonna call it there. Got a couple quests done, got one of the major areas done, so yeah. But anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all later.